Soul blazing came about because I was traveling the world and I decided I wanted a timeout. I was traveling so much for like a decade, maybe 3 to 4 to 5 months a year. And I thought I need some grounding. So I decided to get a master's in psychology. And in that program, the second year, you had to create your own type of therapy. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I called it the Bell Theory. I created this type of therapy. And then part of my 3,000 hours, I went to a prison with, other classmates, a Chowchilla women's prison up in Fresno. And I started doing some of this therapy, and some of it is brutal honesty, but walking the tightropes, brutal honesty coming from your authentic self. So when you come from that really honest place where you really care and you're loving the person and you're sharing because you care about them instead of criticism, like the judge imposter, it really shows. So I just mirrored where they were. And the last prisoner of 4 days of working with about 10 people a day was the bully of the prison. And I just looked at her and told her, she wouldn't listen to me. Who are you? You can't understand who I am. I've been in here for 23 years. I'm a lifer. Who do you think you are coming in here like that? And I said, why are you even talking to me then? She said, because you get points. I'll get extra outdoor time. I'll get cigarettes. She'll get something. So I put away what we were supposed to do. And I just started mirroring her doing what I do with the Bell Theory. And she's looking at me in the eyes and she's like, I hate your stupid suitcase. And I said, me too. I just brought that, or briefcase. I brought this just to impress you. This is fake. There's nothing even in it. And then she started laughing. And then we started talking and I said some harsh things to her. And she's like, you can't say those things to me. I'm like, yes, I can. And once we started getting through that, since I didn't have fear, I went right up to her and locked eyes. And she just was impressed with my no fear of her, that she started crying and she said, you just blazed my soul. And I just went, oh, that's what I do. So I'm going to call myself a soul blazer instead of a life coach. And she said, yes. And I gave her gratitudes and everything to do. And I could tell the whole story later. It's in other videos, but if you're interested. But 6 months later, she raised $75,000 on a payphone helping battered women. And she kept those affirmations of who I saw. I said, this is who you can be. You have your mask on that you're the devil, you're the bully. You got to be mean to everyone who comes in here to make sure they know you're boss. What about if you were the angel and you just welcomed everyone and hugged them and blessed them and showed them the ropes? Anyway, she ended up doing that. And the chancellorship was calling, what do you do? What'd you do to her? The chaplain, what she's changed completely. And I'm like, I soul blazed her, ask her. So soul blazing is really at the heart of what I do in all aspects of my life, and my writing and my relationships, my friendships, everything, because it's really about coming from your authentic self. Am I being real and true to myself? Is this a service to others? Because if you're not coming from that place that's uniquely you, you're just another cookie cutter and everyone knows it, everyone sees it, and you'll never advance in whatever you do. But when you come from your special gift, your special reason for being here, your seed, and you water it every day and watch it grow its fruits that's uniquely yours, you're coming from your authentic soul and you're soul blazing yourself and you're soul blazing others.